The following is a presentation of the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.
You are listening to Audio Suplex Live. What up? Hey.
Hey.
It's our Money in the Bank show.
Damn.
Yes, I like that. Was that a wrestling quote?
Yeah.
Good. Otherwise, we'd have to bleep
Dalai
it.
Lama said it.
He's a wrestler?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's running around there with General.
All right. So welcome to the show. I'm your host, Heel Corey. We have BT Jackson over here. And then we got some guests. We got the very talented, extremely successful Sam Beale. Sorry.
That's me.
Sam Beale. You didn't know where I was going with that. And then we also have the equally as talented, nearly as handsome, Big Fish Rembowski as well in the studio. We do not have them sitting next to each other for obvious reasons.
No one told me he was going to be here.
Well, you know what? You don't always get what you want.
Well, I'm here.
You try sometime, though.
What's going to happen? I see a seam in the middle of this table. Is that where it's supposed to break?
It's a breakaway table here. We got it ready.
Through it. Not like he ever put me through it.
Yeah, I know, track record. I'm going to put you through it and beat you.
All right. So real quick, you guys have wrestled several matches together, right? Do you know how many matches total you guys competed in?
I think three.
Well, I mean,
total? Like singles-wise,
Singles.
Tag.
A lot of tag matches, right?
Tags, oh, yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Because I remember when in a certain company where we were the tag division.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A certain one?
Well, NOW.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys are both very talented wrestlers. I'm glad that you could free some time up on your busy schedule today. You guys are wrestling today?
No.
Nah.
No?
I might be
off.
after
Sunday's
this if
the day
he
of
You guys want to go
mouth.
wrestle out front?
Yeah.
Might do it. Audio Suplex
A
Live
no-ring
exclusive.
match? Yeah, we'll go live.
And Joe's yard is known to get pretty wet,
Oh, man.
pretty muddy, and it's raining.
I thrive in such an environment.
I'm
He's a big wet
throbbing in
fish.
such an environment right
Wow.
now.
All right, folks. Well, we're here to talk about Money in the Bank. You guys like this pay-per-view? This is probably one of my favorites of the year.
I
Money
do
in the
agree,
Bank.
too. I actually went to
Traditionally.
one.
You went to one. Nice.
The one that Sheamus won, it was in Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to that one. It was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like they were doing them in Columbus a lot.
Yeah, or at least
A couple of years in a
It's
row.
within the state.
And then they were doing Chicago
Yeah.
because we went to TakeOver Chicago
Yeah.
in 2016, which was right before Money in the Bank, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right? That
Ish.
sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
that.
It's that window.
But this year, there's no TakeOver. I think TakeOver's in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, they
guys at
pushed
NXT?
it back to not conflict with.
They're calling it TakeOver 25 instead of having it TakeOver whatever the city is. I think it's in San Antonio. Ooh, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they canceled WWE pay-per-view
Yeah.
because of the Saudi show. They had to move
Yeah.
some stuff around, and I think they replaced it with the NXT TakeOver show. So that should be pretty good. Not that we're here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Money in the Bank 2019. We're going to go over the card, talk about who we think should win. Maybe we'll talk about some other stuff. I don't know. You guys want to talk about anything before we get into the...
I want to talk about how much Sam Beale sucks.
You're just jealous.
I hate you.
Yeah. Peanut butter and jelly.
You look like Ben Affleck with fetal alcohol syndrome.
Wow.
Well, honestly,
I will put this Grimace cup through your face.
Wow.
what is... Okay, Sam, what does Big Fish look like? You better have a good one.
I don't have a good one. I'm trying to think of one on the spot right now.
Yeah, you got 5-second rule.
You're cutting a terrible promo right now.
You know?
You just
Well,
got
if it's not
pinned,
scripted
dog.
for you, you do
That's
a bad
hell.
job.
Yeah, that's what it
Let
is.
me throw you some lines here. I'll write them down and pass them over to you here in a sec. All right. Well, welcome again to the show. Let's get into it. There's one pre-show match that has been announced thus far. It is the Usos from Monday Night Raw taking on Daniel Bryan and Rowan from SmackDown. Originally, they announced it as the Tag Team Championship match for the SmackDown titles. They have since undone that, and it is not for the titles anymore. Even though if you were on Instagram this morning, WWE's account said which champion will lose their title, which championship will change hands, and they have the Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan and Rowan pictured with all the other champions whose belts are on the line. So I don't know why they did that, but as far as I know, the titles aren't on the line, and if they were,
And
that'd be a no-brainer that Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan would win. I would assume they want to move the SmackDown tag titles to Raw. Be kind of stupid, but since it's non-title, it can go either way. What do you anybody think? Anything? I'm going Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan myself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They need to build some momentum with them as a new team.
They just won the titles. There's no reason the Usos losing isn't going to change anything. With
Yeah.
They're the by far the best tag team and only really
And the-
legitimate
and
tag
the
team
win
on
is-
Raw.
Yeah,
There's no real good tag teams on Raw, so them losing's not a big deal. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, they're heels, so they can cheat or do something stupid to win. Who knows?
I don't know who's going to win, but I just find it very interesting that the best match on the entire show could be the pre-show match.
You think that's going to be the best match? There's two Money in the Bank ladder matches.
It very
my
well
friend.
could be the best
There's
match
a
on the whole
Daniel.
show.
So there's AJ Styles
and Seth Rollins
versus Seth Rollins. You think that this is going to be better than that?
It very well could be.
Oh, it really. I've seen Usos. Actually, the Usos and Rowan. They had one of my favorite matches of all time at Battlegrounds. It was Usos versus Rowan and Harper in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Oh,
Really?
it's so good. I could go back and rewatch it as many times.
I really
can.
like the.
No, and I'm thinking, between the chemistry of all of them in there.
Yeah, they're all quality wrestlers for sure.
Yeah.
Who thought the stupid could make such a valid point?
You were the one that made the point, so you're calling yourself stupid.
Talking about the match.
Oh yeah. So I think back to the Usos taking on the New Day in the Hell in a Cell match, the tag team Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Oh,
With the
did
kendo
not
sticks.
expect
And,
that to be.
oh
as good
man,
as it was.
I think
It
that was
was.
probably my favorite match of that pay-per-view, and it was the tag team match. So they definitely can perform.
And that's crazy too to think that just a couple months ago and over the past several weeks, the several pay-per-views, like the Usos were actually on the card. Like I was surprised that they weren't the kickoff for WrestleMania and stuff. So,
Yeah.
what sucks is them going back
Mm-hmm.
to that.
Well, I don't know if you know this. I'm pretty sure this is accurate, but the Usos have actually appeared on every episode of Raw and SmackDown since the Superstar Shakeup. They've been on both every week, and I think they're the only superstars that have done that.
Yeah, they deserve it. They're that good.
They are very, very talented, but I think they're going to lose in this particular outing.
It just doesn't do anything.
We got a
for
consensus. Are
anybody.
you changing it up over there, Big Fish?
I still I'm on the fence with it. I'll just agree with you guys.
All right, let's run it.
So I
Tag
can
team
be
champs are
right
going to
properly.
win it out over the Usos. Like I said, they're heels, so who knows? It's hard to say which way it's going to go. Let's move into the main card here. Although this may also end up being on the
I think
pre-show.
it probably will be.
Now that's why I was like, wait, that's a pre-show match?
Yeah.
Tony Nese versus Davari
But that
for the
makes sense.
Cruiserweight championship, I should say.
I have not watched any 205 live in months.
Me either. I stopped watching.
I don't.
I feel bad.
Not, and it's not on even being bled into the Monday night shows as much as it was in the beginning too.
It's been a long time since they've done anything.
Right.
Monday
So
Night Raw.
if it's not anything that I get a hint of on Raw, I know absolute dick.
I know that the wrestling on that show is really good. It's just there's so much wrestling to watch during the week that that's the first thing that I'm like, nope, not going to watch that because the storylines.
And
they're
it's
not
between
that
the same
amazing.
guys that have been on there for 2 years now.
Yeah.
How many times can you cross paths and
Right.
and
there's
be
no
original?
tag titles on the show, so
Right.
it's you got your one title picture storyline going
It
on.
really
and then
just
everyone else
needs
is
to have
kinda,
a show where anybody that is under 205 can be on that show. So on occasion, you got to throw a Finn Balor on there.
Yeah, that would be.
He's like
I
a
think that's
buck
cool
80
way.
soaking wet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's a
saying?
cool idea.
You know,
Whereas if you're under
something like
205,
that.
you can show up.
Right. It's just to have something. It doesn't have to be
Nah,
you're out,
these
bitch.
guys.
Big Fish is out. He cannot.
Right, and that's why stuff like this sucks. Like I don't know which way it could go. I don't care which way it'll go. But I was happy to see Nice find
Well,
He deserved
get
it, yeah.
something.
I am a
and
big-
it was at Mania too.
I'm a big Tony Nese fan. I always have been.
Yeah, we got 8 reasons.
There's 8 reasons. I don't like he cut his hair shorter. I think he looks silly. But
I mean, he got a big ass head,
oh well.
built like
I think he's going to retain.
built like a heel of a foot.
I completely agree.
I think he's going to hold on to that belt until we have like a legit challenger. Maybe someone will get called up to 205 Live. So rumor, they're saying Gargano might go to 205 Live eventually. Obviously, he's the NXT champion right now, but that's the rumor. He might go there. Kushida, the guy they just signed.
Yeah, but Kushida's going to be on NXT for a while.
Hopefully, but you never know.
Well, no, I'm confident he's going to be there for a while. Just much like how Shinsuke was, Andrade was. Like, he's too Japanese right now. If they did that, he would say if injury didn't happen to Kushida, he might actually go the way that Hideo Itami was supposed to go.
Oh yeah.
For the brand and stuff, he'll be down there for a while. He's not going to get called up in.
Is his English not very good?
No, he's okay, but I think him as a character, because he like lives that his New Japan shit, like he lives that. So that isn't really for here. It's going to be novelty amongst people like us.
Yeah,
but like that call up, that 205, that means you're touring with main roster and stuff. So that is a main roster call up, despite what middle ground it feels like. You know, Kushida is going to get lost at. He'd be like, he's like Shinsuke. It's you know how Hideo Itami was. He'll be down there for a bit.
Yeah, I was. Well, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that right now. All right. Yes. So I'm going to go with these.
Yeah, I just don't
anybody
see
think Daivari? I mean, Daivari is a talented wrestler, but
I'm going to
I don't think any of us really watch 205 Live. So this is
and if Daivari's in the same position that he was when I stopped watching, yeah, he hasn't gone anywhere.
Purple Cruiserweight Championship belt reigns are usually very long.
I mean,
It looks like. So I'm just going to go with Nice.
right.
all right. Nice. We're locking it in. Let's move on to the United States Championship match. We have Samoa Joe taking on the champion Rey Mysterio with Dominic, his son, in the corner.
On
Have you guys seen this? Have you been watching with the Dominic stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
So apparently, I just heard this morning, actually. Apparently, WWE has registered the trademark Prince Mysterio. And the rumor is that potentially Rey is going to, not necessarily tonight or anytime super soon, but eventually he's going to hand down his mask to his son. And his son becomes Prince Mysterio.
Is he a worker?
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Oh. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
he doesn't look. I don't think he really looks like a wrestler. He still looks really young. I don't know how
Yeah,
old he
it's
is,
just
but
he's baby faced.
he looks really
He
young.
looks like all the Hispanic dudes
Let
in
me see if I can look up
2006,
how old he
South
is.
Florida, sponsored by South Pole and Fubu jeans.
I mean, I think Samoa Joe's
Still
gonna
trying to
win.
get that sponsorship.
He's just too deadly.
hopefully,
Air Force Ones and
I
Hobie
mean,
figures.
Joe's really good at losing. Honestly, the odds are this match is going to end in a roll up, and that's the end of it.
Now, I think what'll happen is Ray wins, but not in a way where Samoa Joe drops, because he can't lose again.
Well, he can.
But it's not gonna. Title's not gonna change hands.
That would be a good way to do it. Oh, man, I can't figure out.
I think Mysterio over.
And then Mysterio wins next month
Duke
for
Kane.
Spider-Man.
Samoa Joe is big bad dude that can't win at a pay-per-view.
So, honestly, what I think would be cool is if maybe Joe beats the crap out of Dominic. You know, Ray's beat up. Maybe he ties him up or
What's with all these families on the show?
and beats
right
up Dominic, and then that
It's not what we mean by it's a family show.
infuriates.
This is dead.
Right.
Go
We want
straight.
him to win it, though.
It's the best way.
He's 22 years old. He was born in 1997.
Damn, that boy looked 15 as hell.
I'm 21.
I know. You're younger than Dominic.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I'm 2 years older than
Yeah, he looks.
And you look about 10.
Fair point.
Got to slow down, bro.
Yeah, he's
Fast
such a
life.
bit. He's a lot taller than his dad too, but he looks like a kid.
He's got that awkward tall. He kind of looks like the 12-year-old who's 6
That's-
feet tall.
That's why I said like his t-shirts and stuff, like his style and everything is like that big weird, kid.
I don't know. I think he should wear a mask, cover up that baby face. That's why probably one of the reasons why Ray wore one for so long. He's got a weird looking face.
Yeah.
He just looks young. He looked young. I remember when he
looked
lost
like
his mask in WCW. I
He
was
looked like
he
a
looks
malted
so
milk
young.
ball
That was a
that had
child.
like a dimple in it.
Yeah, he looks like a teenager. Like, oh, he's been wrestling for 15 years already. All right, so this is a tough call, I guess, because it could go. We're all saying.
I'm going Joe.
I mean, you're saying that there's DQ finishes, so
Yeah, it's Joe.
okay, so Joe's gonna get disqualified.
Yeah, Joe doesn't give a fuck.
So maybe he chokes out Dominic or something. I don't know.
I think
Maybe
belt goes on
double
Mysterio.
chokes.
But
him out.
But he's not dropping the title.
I don't think he will. I don't think he'll drop the title. I think Joe deserves to win. Joe only held that belt for. Wait, is Joe the champion? Or
It's Joe.
Joe is the champion.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was backwards on that. So I don't think he'll lose the title. But you're thinking Ray wins by DQ?
I think Ray wins the belt.
You think Ray wins the belt?
Yep.
I'm going to go with the Joe retention.
Yeah, I'm going with Joe too.
Locking it in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying Mysterio wins.
All right. Either way. Yeah, either by DQ or actually winning.
But yeah, he's retained.
So we got 2 Joes, 2 Rays. Let's move on. Roman Reigns taking on Elias. Is there a chance in hell Roman doesn't win this match? There is a chance.
I think so. I never like to go against Roman Reigns because he wins everything. But I don't know. I kind of want to see Elias win just because he deserves it. He's really good in the ring, and his character is amazing. Like you like love to hate him.
And do you really want to go onto this like new WWE, like the authority listens kind of thing? Like Roman losing would.
Yeah.
Elias needs it more
than Roman.
Roman's way over regardless of what he does.
Yeah.
These past couple weeks.
I don't see Elias beating Roman clean, though. So if it is a win, it's not going to be a clean win, in my opinion. I think maybe a guitar shot would be the only...
Miss Spear guitar shot.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be good. As far as I know, it's not any special stipulation, so that would technically get him disqualified, so we'd have to figure that out, but...
Elias wins.
Elias wins.
Elias wins.
Wow.
I don't think he's going to win, but I have to go with him because besides myself, he's like my favorite wrestler.
Besides your own self,
Yeah.
Elias is your favorite.
Currently.
Top 5
What
favorite
about,
wrestlers.
You know what today is, don't you?
Big Fish.
And we know we got something in common.
We do. It's May 19th. You guys know what May 19th is?
Rusev Day?
It is, but
Well,
before that, do you know what it is, young buck over here?
Is it your birthday?
No.
No.
Kane had a whole storyline about May 19th. It was a date that haunted him.
Yeah.
Nope.
You guys must not
Too
like
old for
wrestling
me.
back
When
then.
the funeral home burned down.
Yes, and technically it was the release of his big movie See No Evil was coming out on May 19th.
That's
So
when
it was like a promotional thing, but they had a whole storyline around it. He was teaming with Big Show at the time, I believe, and he was like losing his mind anytime anyone mentioned May 19th.
And then Festus Kane showed up.
Wow.
Festus Kane.
Yowie wowie.
May 19th is probably the day that he walked in on old
Yowie,
Percy Pringle and his
wowie.
mom getting it on in the funeral home.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go with
Katie
Elias. I'm going to
Vick.
agree with you guys. But since we're talking about Wowie Zowie or whatever that is, Yowie Wowie,
Yep.
you think Bray's going to show up tonight?
Yep.
You do?
Has to.
Yep.
What's he gonna do though?
I think tomorrow.
Interference in the if it doesn't happen tonight, it's definitely tomorrow.
I think
but
tomorrow.
Interference in the Money in the Bank. Kind of goes back to what he did a couple of years ago when
All
he
against
came in.
Roman.
Boop, 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 boop. And cost him the belt or cost him the
or
championship.
just or costing the contract.
Well, who does he do it to?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure he's a Raw superstar.
Orton?
He's
I was
on
thinking more
SmackDown.
Carmella.
He's going to attack Carmella.
Yeah, I don't know who he would get involved with.
I didn't laugh at your joke.
Sammy,
Sam Beale,
no.
for you.
Ali, no. Ricochet, no. McIntyre, probably not.
I don't know if he.
Balor, no. Corbin, but I feel like his character is like a heel guy, right? He's a bad guy.
He's a Yowie Wowie. He's a funhouse. He's a good guy.
Yeah, but he turned. Do you watch the last?
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
He turned into
baby
this
faces can be creepy too.
Yeah, he's just a good
twisted
guy.
metal clown.
He's just a good guy.
Sweet tooth though.
Yeah, sweet
Wow.
tooth ass.
I think. I don't know. I think what if they like do it where he just goes and wins the thing, like he just enters himself.
Or
in
yeah, he takes somebody
Take
out.
somebody
and gets
out,
in
and
it.
that's a good storyline. So who would you pick to have taken out of the match?
Ali.
Ali.
Probably. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. You got a
He's on
Chronicle to come up
SmackDown.
after
So,
the show.
If it's gonna be Ali, then I would say Wyatt would have to be a SmackDown superstar so they can feud a little bit. You know, because
Yeah.
if you're gonna do a Raw guy,
is it confirmed Raw though?
I'm pretty sure
They're
I
running
don't know if
the
it's
vignettes on
confirmed.
both.
Yeah, but the original vignettes on Raw and then the repeat of the same one is on SmackDown.
Would it make a difference if it started on SmackDown and then the repeat was on Raw? No.
Maybe, but I doubt they would do that because it's one day after the other. Why would they show it and then a week later? I don't know. Maybe.
Right, exactly. That's why it doesn't work.
I wish they would just do a new one each day.
That'd
be cool. All right, that would be cool. So if Wyatt shows up, you think that he might win the men's run?
That'd be
And I
cool.
could see him coming through, destroying like one of the smaller people there. That's easy to write off as injured or
Maybe.
easier
So
to
Sami
dispose of.
Zayn just
Could do
took
it Ricochet too.
Sami Zayn just took the spot of Braun Strowman. What if they find Sami Zayn laid out and they assume it's Braun Strowman?
Braun Strowman doesn't show up in the match because
And
he
then you
knows he's
find
not
out
in it, and
then it was Bray.
I think someone reaches for the briefcase, light goes out, and then Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood all over someone's ass.
No, the briefcase opens and he comes out of the briefcase.
Wow.
Oh,
And he is in the briefcase. He is the contract.
That'd be awesome. Now that'd be a show.
or somebody opens it and his mask is inside the briefcase,
Like, yeah, they won. They're like, oh, but there's no contract.
and then the lights go out.
I don't know.
Then
if
that
ever,
shit happens.
Have they ever opened a briefcase?
No, I've never seen. That's what I was about to see. They say they've never done that.
So when Baron Corbin won it 2 years ago, he was on a podcast or whatever, and he said he would use it just to carry his because you have to carry it with you everywhere you go. So he would load it up with like his stuff, his clothes or whatever, his iPod or.
They have to carry it everywhere.
Yeah,
they go.
you have to take it whatever.
He's walking billboard when you do that. Then
Yeah, pretty much.
well, imagine
they
running
make you carry
around
your
a
belt
gro-
around too.
a grown. Okay, so the belt, different. Imagine running around with a big ass briefcase says "Money in the Bank" on the side. Come
Well,
on,
sometimes
yo.
you can get them
I don't wanna-
customized.
important.
I don't give.
Monster in the Bank is what
I don't
Strowman
give a shit.
said.
I'm over here trying to get duty-free shampoos and toothpaste, and we're running around with this big-ass briefcase.
I would carry it around. I mean, you're famous right there,
Dude.
You're
That
the
briefcase
next,
is ugly
You're the
as
next
shit.
WWE champion. I
You
mean,
look like you're
Asher Braun,
sponsored by like the
Damian
Seattle
Sandow,
Supersonics and Mount
John
Baron
Cena.
Corbin or John
I'd use it
Cena.
as a tackle box.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
That's what you should do. So for the Fight for Fortune AOW, you should be a tackle box
yeah.
instead.
Work
Oh,
on
I'm
that.
totally gonna win it.
Yeah.
Work on it. You got time
I'm totally
for
gonna win
creative to get
When's
it together.
let's take a pause from when is that? When's the Fight for Fortune?
July
That's coming
6th,
up,
I
right?
believe.
I think it's the first weekend in July.
You're not in that match, are you?
Not yet.
Probably got a
you're
title.
not
Well,
getting that
he's got to lose the belt first, and then he can get in.
Oh yeah, the old Uprising Championship.
Yep.
Are they doing? Is there a stipulation where if you're the Uprising champion, you can cash in to get a title
No.
match? No, it's not like the
That
X
was
division.
that was the old citywide championship.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that happen. I didn't know
Remember
was
that
a
blue
rule.
belt they had?
I know what you're talking about. I just don't
Yeah.
remember anyone ever cashing it in.
Yeah.
Or was it the Uprising? One of them. You might be right. It might be
I thought
Uprising.
it was
Who
the
knows?
Uprising.
There wasn't a. They were going to do some sort of stipulation like that, but they never. Like no one ever had it.
Well,
done.
you can change that.
I don't think it's stipulation.
Cash it in. You
gotta
just wrestled the
read the
NOW champion on
contracts.
Friday, right? How'd
I
that
did.
go?
It was a good show. It was a
He
good match.
lost.
Yeah.
I
You
lost.
lost?
Loser.
You know, man. I got dick kicked and then I lost.
You
so.
cheated?
Yeah, I cheated. It's usually kind of what happens around there when
Oh
I
my
lose.
god. How's your dick doing now?
It's all right. I mean,
You have one?
yeah.
Sure, you punt you right in your old sideways Arby's roast beef sandwich.
Oh my god. Okay.
What is that?
Oh.
Yowie wowie.
Wow. Yeah, that. All right, let's get back onto the card at hand here. We got a cage match to talk about next. Mike Mizanin taking on Shane O'Mac
Brian
in a
Cage.
steel cage.
In a Brian Cage.
I have a prediction.
Okay, let's hear it.
So there will be a coast to coast from the top of the cage in this match, but it
I've
will
heard.
not be Shane McMahon.
Ms.
Mrs.
Dad.
Dad will ascend the cage in a fury of Molly Hatchet and Leonard Skinnerd and just leap off that thing and just punch Shane McMahon back to the corporation.
Wow.
Oh, and then Pete Gas, Rodney, and the other one are going to come out and hit the high society move on the Miz, and then Shane over.
If that happens,
That's a prediction, not a fantasy.
if that
That's
happens,
not a prediction.
He
That's
heard
fact.
that.
I'm
He heard that on the dirt
Nostrafishus.
sheets. Huh?
I mean, hey, Mrs. Dad was just at AIW.
I saw that. Yeah.
I saw that too. I laughed.
Yeah, apparently he's
Yeah.
going around to the different
I saw
indies.
he
Promotion.
didn't
Signing
Death Valley
signing
driver someone off a
autographs and
balcony
shit.
through a table.
That was not Mrs. Dad.
Are you sure?
100% not Mrs. Dad. That was two other workers.
It might have been.
Jeez, you're stupid.
There's no way to know for sure. All right. Miz versus Shane. Shane won at Mania.
I'm going Miz.
I think Miz gets it here.
I want heel Miz back though.
He's way better as a heel.
Oh, way better. His Intercontinental reign was amazing. The way he would
The one
portray himself.
when he finally lost it to Dolph,
Yeah, that was
title
cool.
versus career.
That was cool. That
Dolph
was one of
sucks so much. He's the
He's
the
you
worst.
suck. You're
He's
the worst.
so bad he doesn't
Dolph's
even
the
wrestle
best.
anymore.
Hey, stop. He's the best.
Joey Abs. That was his name.
Joey Abs, yes. Pete Gas, Joey Abs,
And Rodney.
and Rodney. Did you know those guys weren't really wrestlers? They were.
Nope.
Well, one of them was. One was a wrestler, and two of them were his buddies.
Joey Abs was the wrestler.
Yeah, one of them was actually kind of trained, and the other two had to learn how to wrestle.
Yep.
What is
nuts.
that?
Dude.
The Mean Street
Mean
Posse.
Street Posse?
It was probably from before you were born. Back in the late '90s, there was a stable with Shane and his buddies that he grew up with, and they wore like sweater vests and stuff, and they were called the Mean Street Posse.
Gross.
They looked like a bunch of Jim Trestles running around beating the
They
hell out of
did.
people.
They really did, and it was pretty great. And actually, I think all of them won the hardcore title at one point or something like that.
Everybody
Yeah,
won the
I mean,
hardcore. Tell you
right.
what, though. Fun fact. Because they never won anything. But Pete Gas had the sweetest finishing move called the Gas Mask. And he'd do a like a sky high, like a Baldo bomb. But he'd hook their arms and put his hands over their face like a gas mask.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
But anyway, prediction. Shane over due to interference from the Mean Street Posse after Molly Hatchet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with the Miz.
Yeah, I'm going Miz.
We got a Miz over here. What do we got, Anthony? Miz as well. So we got three Miz's and a McMahon with a assist from the Mean Street Posse.
Yes, sir.
I hope it happens. I'll pop.
If
I
it
hope- I
doesn't,
hope-
I'm
I hope-
calling the board of
I hope they
directors.
come out and then
on the board.
Thugonomics John Cena comes out and does a rap. That would be cool.
That's all I've ever wanted.
All right. We got two women's championship matches that
How,
we'll talk
man?
about next.
There's only one champion. How do you have
Becky
two?
is defending
Heckin'
her
bamboos.
Raw title against Lacey Evans and her SmackDown title against Charlotte Flair.
in not a triple threat. These are
These two separate matches. We do not know which match is going to happen
But
first.
aren't they the same person?
They're similar.
So this is 1v1. Why is it two different matches? Lacey Evans and Charlotte are the same person.
Not really. I think Lacey Evans is really good. I think she is. I
think
like her
she's good.
gimmick too. I like her gimmick a lot. It's different.
Lacey Evans doesn't
The
like
women's
Betsy
right.
Hinn.
She's going to women's right.
Flair
now.
really does. They're the same person. It's like Launch in Dragon Ball. Like she sneezes and turns into somebody else.
So let's talk about the wins and losses here. I think Becky wins both.
I thought you say wins and losses because Evans hasn't had
Oh.
a match yet.
Yeah. She
Or
hasn't
is
had
it-
an
or
official
is it
match.
one?
I don't know.
Or is it-
She's had a match. She had the moonsault against somebody. She did a moonsault.
okay, so it was just one then.
I remember it looked really good.
But most of us don't remember that. I'm sure. If not, it's not more than two.
I'm going to look it up right now. But in the meantime, go ahead and give you. Like I said, I think Becky's going to win both, and
But yeah, Becky's winning both.
there'll be a cash in after the second match, and she'll lose the third match. Maybe she'll even win that one. That would be
And
awesome.
then Dana Brooke finally gets her moment at Money in the Bank, cashing in and getting both the Raw and SmackDown Women's
Absolutely, yeah.
Championships. Dana Brooke, go.
Can you cash in for both, though?
Yeah.
Because she has to defend it in two separate matches.
All right, so
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's two different belts.
Right. Huh. Yeah, I would like that. Let's fantasy book that real quick. How would it go if one person, while Becky has both, one person cashes in for a women's championship match of their choosing? Can I say I want both of them?
I don't think you can do that.
But
I think it would be
uncharted
whatever,
territories.
whatever show they're on would be the belt that they're competing for, most likely. I think.
My prediction, though, I think it's going to be. I like the idea of the cash in, but I think she's going to win or lose one of the belts. I think it might be to Evans. I think she's going to lose to Evans and then beat Flair. But after she beats Flair, she gets cashed in on.
And loses that one too.
Yeah,
Loses
I think
both belts.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think she loses both belts.
Yeah, but she doesn't lose both matches.
Yeah, she doesn't lose both matches, so she goes over on Flair, but then
what I think-
loses in the
I like that.
would
Then
make-
who would hold on before we go too far off? Then who do you think would then cash in on it?
Something's make everything
We'll
is
get,
telling-
that- 'cause I-
we'll get to it. We'll get to the women's ladder match. We'll talk about it.
Right. I know we will, but it's just it could be a different thing for this in particular pick though. It may not be the
No,
pick
it'll be the
necessarily
same thing.
because I like it, but I guess.
So, see, what I would see happening is she faces Charlotte first. Awesome match. They both give it their all. Becky barely wins. And then she has to face Lacey, and she's obviously already beaten up. Maybe she has an injured knee. That's her go-to.
Yeah, I don't
And
think...
then that's how Lacey's able to pick up the
Because it would
win
make
there.
sense for Flair to go last, but I think it would make more sense.
If she's going to lose one of them,
Yeah.
make it the Raw, make Charlotte beat the crap out of her. Maybe after the match, Charlotte even does something, put locks in the figure 8 or whatever. And
I think Lacey Evans could win it and get some momentum too with winning it. That's
She
why
would
I
need
think
it.
So I have her win-loss record here. Her first match, not on NXT, was a main event taping match against Natalya, which she won by submission. She was in the Royal Rumble, although did she not compete? Did she?
No,
get
she was
spot
in
too?
it.
Oh, she wasn't. Okay, so she was in it. That was her only.
Oh yeah, she had a good showing in that. I remember that.
Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. Natalya beat Lacey Evans in that first match. Sorry, I read that wrong. Lacey Evans lost to Natalya on main event. She lost, obviously, the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch won that. She then beat Natalya by submission. Oh, no, she lost again. Sorry. She lost to Natalya on main event again. Her 2 Raw
I forgot
matches,
they had a little thing back.
she
back
defeated
and forth.
Natalya by pin. So 3 of her matches so far have been with Natalya. She won by pinfall on Raw on April 15th. And then on May 6th, she won against Ali Katrina, which I'm assuming is some sort of enhancement.
Actually, it's funny. Ali Katrina is somebody who is a worker up in Michigan.
Alex Sky.
Yep, her name's Alex Sky.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that-
Ali Sky.
Oh, okay.
So she beat her as well. So her win-loss record is not great. She's lost 3 of her 5 matches
Okay.
since being off of
That's
NXT.
funny.
But none of those were really.
But if you're
who watches
blonde
main event,
and
so
Who was the one match she had against Raw? Was it Natalya?
Natalya.
Yeah, actually, I remember watching that. Yeah, that was when she did the moonsault. Was her finish?
okay.
All right. Well, do you have any input there, Big Fish, about your wins and losses on these two championship matches?
I think there's just gonna be a lot of BS in this.
It's kind of hard to call.
Something between you two is gonna be right.
Yeah.
I'm usually right.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Save it for out front, guys, after the show.
Yes, please do.
Oh, do you guys just want to move on then?
Yeah.
We're good on
I
that?
mean, yeah.
Too tough to call?
Actually, we'll just go right into the women's Money in the Bank, and I'll
Okay.
do what my prediction was.
All right, go for it.
So, I think that Lynch is gonna beat Flair and then lose to Evans, and then the girl's gonna cash it in. I think Mandy Rose will.
Mandy Rose is a good shout. Yeah, let's list off the women in the match.
And
So
because
between 3 blondes,
I think it's gonna be Mandy Rose because it's the SmackDown Women's Championship, and she's on SmackDown. Too,
right?
So.
So in this match,
and that's why I was really curious as to what it was going to be. It was because there's really no one else that's
Yeah.
there yet.
all right, from SmackDown we got Carmella, Ember Moon, Mandy Rose, and Bayley. From Raw we got Dana Brooke, Natalya, Naomi, and replacing Alexa Bliss is Nikki Cross. Which if you didn't see Raw, you didn't see that, but apparently Alexa Bliss. So on Raw she had been replaced because she didn't have her gear. She lost it on the airplane or whatever. So Nikki Cross stepped in, and won the match. On Raw, it was a multi-woman match. Nikki Cross won. And then after Raw on, I think, WWE.com or something, they announced that Alexa Bliss is injured. She's not going to wrestle, so Nikki Cross is taking her spot in the Money in the Bank.
Really? Is she really injured, or is it just because she forgot her gear?
I think, no. I don't think she still lost her gear. I think she can probably get some between now and then. But no, I think she has concussion issues. I think it's still the same problem she's been having. So
I don't know. Maybe she forgot her gear and she's in trouble now for it. This is her punishment, taking her out of that match.
yeah, maybe. But I think this was kind of the plan all along. I could be wrong.
Question.
Yes.
So I saw that video where she was talking like it was Nikki Cross and Becky Lynch,
Alexa Bliss. Yeah.
backstage, and Nikki Cross wasn't insane.
Crazy, yes.
Is she just a normal person now?
Only in backstage segments, because later that night she wrestled that match that she won, and she was Crazy Nikki again. So,
Bell rings, she's fastest.
so maybe some sort of thing like that.
Or she's just not. She's not amped up until I think the backstage is she's normal until provoked or goaded. So she can maybe snaps.
Maybe she
not,
misses
but not
her
like
character.
that of Festus. Her music hits and she's all of a sudden just nutty.
I just love that crazy broad when she's going all crazy. And,
But her backstage segments were always her still being weird and short. Not well because she's also. Weird
I like
and
her
short.
crazy character. It's really good.
We'll see.
I'm gonna go with you. So you're saying Mandy Rose
Yeah.
wins the championship tonight?
Yep.
Would be your prediction. I'm torn between either Ember Moon or Bailey personally. I think I'm gonna lean towards Bailey. I think they're gonna reward Bailey for not quitting like Sasha Banks, and they're gonna give her a title opportunity.
Throw some shade. You think they're gonna use her as a corporate political?
That's how they do it, though. I mean, that's how they do it.
Pawn thing.
The Revival wanted to leave, so they're like, "Hey, we'll give you the tag team titles," and that didn't do much for them. So now they're like, "Okay, we're just gonna humiliate you every week on Raw until you leave, until you're done."
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they do it.
Yeah. Well.
So they're gonna reward Bailey to stick it to Sasha. Like, hey, Sasha, you were supposed to be in this match. You were supposed to win. You didn't want to.
As much as
And Ember Moon really doesn't.
She doesn't have enough of a character, I think, yet to really justify that.
Yeah,
She's not really big on the mic. We haven't really seen her talk that much. When you're the Money in the Bank, you're gonna need to go out there and cut some promos.
I think, though, my gut is saying initially Mandy Rose because they're just breeding a superstar out of her. The thought of a Nikki Cross, a crazy person with the briefcase, is beautiful to me.
And then, historically,
so I want Nikki Cross.
Historically, if you replace somebody in a match, you win the match, and that's how WWE typically books it. If you're a replacement,
or at least look fantastic doing it, because that didn't work for Kofi at Elimination Chamber.
That's true. Not always.
And Ali's been the replacement, and it has been replaced, and he hasn't won shit.
Well, all that stuff Kofi has is supposed to be for Ali originally. The whole storyline.
They were trying to expand a certain market with him, right? What's his nationality again? Like, what's his?
Who?
Palestinian.
Yeah, pull the gender thing they did to get a bigger fan base.
Jinder should. I don't know why Jinder's not in the Money in the Bank. He should win it. He's the best.
He's not really good at that.
Modern day Maharaja.
I do like Jinder Mahal, and I have a Jinder Mahal T-shirt.
That's some Hitler Youth stuff over there.
As soon as he won the championship,
I
I bought his T-shirt, his first T-shirt.
Nazi.
I love Jinder. His celebration was here in Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, it was. I was there.
Celebration.
I was front row for it.
And they were all belly dancing
awesome.
and all that. Yeah, man. You were front row?
Yeah, I was right up on the ramp. That's the only time I've ever been on the floor.
I was backstage.
Yeah.
I think I want to go to the Royal Rumble next year for my bachelor party.
That'd be sweet.
Front row. No, I don't know if we'd be able to. That's probably expensive. Front row for Rumble.
That's very
for the Mumble Rumble.
How much do you think the Mumble Rumble? Front row tickets to the Rumble. Anybody know?
1,000, 2,000 probably.
No, not that much.
They'd be like $595.
Yeah, somewhere around there. $500, $600.
You going? You want to go to my bachelor party? You got to sit next to me at the Rumble, though.
All right, sounds good.
All right. We're gonna rush the ring and join the Rumble.
All right.
I'm gonna be in the Rumble, bro, so you can watch me.
Yeah, you got almost a whole year to figure that out. So good luck.
Net spot, throw it on me. I'll eliminate myself.
Yeah, you hate battle royals.
All right, let's lock in our picks for this women's match. I'm saying Bailey. You're saying Mandy Rose. You're saying
Nikki.
You're saying Nikki. Good calls on all of you. All right, let's move on to the men's Money in the Bank. We got Sami Zayn, who recently replaced. Well, we're not there yet. Sami Zayn replaced Braun Strowman, Ali, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Andrade, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, and Baron Corbin.
Oof.
Give me one reason why it's not going to be Baron Corbin.
Because he's terrible.
Nope.
I think it's gonna be Baron.
He pinned the champion.
He literally already won it,
just
and
pinned.
he didn't win when he won the belt or won the Money in the Bank.
Second chance.
The man retired Kurt Angle.
He did.
He also did that wild pulling a double at TGI Fridays.
He did that as well. He pinned Seth Rollins 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw.
I mean,
Universal Champion. He pinned him.
No, I don't think Corbin's going to win. I think, honestly, who's going to win is going to be Drew McIntyre. But I want Sami Zayn to win.
Ooh. I think most likely to win is Drew McIntyre or
Team Swiss.
Andrade.
Cesaro?
I
wish he was in it.
Andrade or McIntyre.
No, Scottish. I'm sorry, I said Swiss.
I really
They're
think
both Scots. Nikki and Drew McIntyre. They're both Scottish.
I wish Cesaro was in it. Then he should win it because he is the man.
I think that, I really think everyone's going to do all the cool stuff, and then Corbin's going to sneak and get it. But if Corbin doesn't, I'm going to pretend I don't believe Corbin's going to do it. Randy Orton.
Orton. He's already won it twice. I'm pretty sure.
Right?
Pretty sure he's won it twice.
Like, I wouldn't want it. Like, as a fan, I wouldn't want it. But, like, oh, there's Randy Orton. He wins again. There he is.
I think there's no chance Randy Orton wins.
No.
I
still think it's Corbin, but, you know.
You're going with Corbin?
Corbin.
Wow.
I want Sami Zayn, but I'm going McIntyre.
You won Zayn, you're going McIntyre. I'm going to go Andrade. That's what you're going with too, Anthony, right? Andrade. I think
because Charlotte and he's money.
I think he's great. And I think his character with he's got Zelina Vega as his valet. She can carry around the briefcase. She does all the talking for him. I think his character is going to work the best with that
and
briefcase.
Charlotte. He was supposed to go to Raw, got brought back to SmackDown
because he loves Charlotte. And Alistair came back with him too, because Alistair went to Raw and had to come back because Alistair's with Zelina Vega. They're married.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. All right, so we're gonna go with one of our longtime listeners, Taylor McIntyre, is saying Mella's gonna win and Ellsworth is gonna return to help her win that. Is that what do you think on that?
Don't let him near the kids.
Yeah,
pretty sure he's done.
Yeah, Ellsworth is blacklisted.
I'm pretty sure he's
pasty as he is.
Yeah, he won't be in there.
He wouldn't be able to make it to the ring if he passes a bunch of 14-year-old girls. Oh.
Wow.
He'll probably just have a Snapchat name on his shirt or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Any man with two thumbs has a chance to get himself in prison.
I don't think he even got in trouble, did he?
Probably
other
not.
than he's blacklisted from wrestling, probably.
Yeah.
And if you do book him, it's because you want to be that kind of promoter that is known to do that kind of stuff. Because that makes money, too.
Ruin wrestling. We
I
don't
don't
diddle
know.
kids. We don't diddle kids.
Isn't there there's a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where
Yeah,
they do
that's
exactly
what he was referring to.
they do a beauty pageant or something.
Not for me.
Oh man! All right. So we got them locked in. We got two Andrades. That we got. What'd you say, McIntyre? And you said Corbin. Wow.
Corbin.
Okay. Moving on. We got two championship matches left. We got Kofi Kingston, our WWE champion, taking
KO
on
versus KO.
Kevin Owens. Oh, I get it. Kofi
Ko-
starts with KO.
Kofi.
And Co.
Hey, Cole.
Get over here, go. I think Kofi wins this one. We're gonna ride out the Kofi wave for a couple more months. I think SummerSlam maybe he needs somebody like a monster heel. I think to dethrone Kofi just because he's so over with the crowd, and I don't think KO's that monster heel.
Not so.
He's more of
fast.
like a silly.
I will say, as cool as it was to have like Kofi has it. Is doing really, really well with it. Public eye. The promos are decent.
Yeah, they're not too special.
It's like he's ready for it. He knows what he's doing. He's been out there with New Day for years. We all know that he could cut his part of a promo, but his promos, his solo ones, are rough.
And I feel like it's always the same promo.
It's
like
the
a lot of the same thing over and over.
And then
again.
how many times like ending every sentence with "man" and all that, like it's just like the energy that he's putting out is like NXT I just got here promos.
Yeah, he's never been too outrageous on the mic,
right? And that's what
New
I'm saying.
Day
Like
is when has really tested him the most of his whole career as far as mic work goes. But he's definitely the least entertaining of the three members of the New Day.
So
on
it's
the
like
mic.
as much as I would hate to see it happen today, I think KO could take it.
I think he is.
You think he is?
Yeah, I
he's
think
gonna win
Kevin
with the Stone Cold Stunner.
I think it would be okay
Papa
without
Power
Kofi
Bomb.
being champion.
That's
right
not
now.
his finisher anymore. The Stunner is his new finisher.
I think that we were doing that while they were still running his face stuff though, because
Yeah.
he took an
He was-
abrupt turn. Like him coming out doing the Stunner is a face thing to do.
No, it's
Him, you-
not.
Yes, it is.
To
Yeah,
steal a
Stunner.
Legend's move without him giving it to you is not a face thing at all. Not
He
at
did
all.
get the okay for it.
No, he
Yeah.
did not.
Yes, he did.
Not on the TV, not on actual TV that people know that about.
Yeah,
But on the Stone Cold podcast.
I'm pretty sure Stone Cold said he didn't like that he did it.
Originally, he didn't like it, and I think he warmed up to it.
He warmed up to it.
Or
Okay.
something. I don't know. I can't, don't quote
I
me.
mean,
but
it's not a very like if so.
It's-
For example, Ric
the
Flair.
move is too over. It
Ric
just doesn't
Flair
make sense.
Gave
The move itself.
the figure
Yeah.
four to Miz because he was like his manager or whatever is.
That's a dirty player to a dirty player.
I know he gave him that move, so it's okay. But no one that's an icon. No one does the stunner but Stone Cold. You know, when Cena did the springboard stunner, people gave him so much hell for it. They're
because
like,
John Cena does 4 moves, and when he breaks out of the 4, it's always some outlandish and goofy looking.
I guess
his code red was sweet.
I don't even know what that is.
The dude's bent over. You sit on his back.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him do that in a long time.
John Cena's the man.
I guess he doesn't really wrestle that often. All right.
I'm going Kevin Owens.
You're going KO. I'm going Kofi, although I completely agree. I think KO could do it, I guess. But
I mean, you said you wanted a monster heel to take it from him. Kevin Owens is...
Who else would?
Yeah.
What if he wins and then gets cashed in on?
Kofi.
Who would?
And then Andrade takes out
then
KO.
I can see Orton maybe.
Then that's a better program than Kofi and KO again. Because if it's not KO today, who would it be tomorrow?
Yeah, or like Tuesday.
Bro.
Yeah, who on SmackDown would then feud with Kofi that isn't Kevin Owens? And the Daniel Bryan
Samoa
thing
Joe.
is pretty much over.
If Samoa Joe loses.
If he moves up.
Wait.
Are you trying to say that Samoa Joe is more of a monster than Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
When is the Fox?
October.
In October.
October. Like
So
I was
everything's
saying
gotta be
before
sold
the
by
show.
September.
Before,
That's if it happens.
Before the Fox jump, I think there will be a new champion. I don't know if there will be more champions before then, but I think at some point, and probably right before the Fox jump, Roman Reigns will be WWE champion.
I can believe
Yeah,
that.
I guess Roman's on SmackDown, so I guess he could be.
He's not a monster heel though, but
Yeah,
And
but
I don't know if they can make him heel after the whole
you can make him heel.
cancer return.
they didn't even make him heel when people hated him.
Yeah,
They didn't
just
make
shove him
heel.
down our throats again, and then
They just
everyone
made us
You
will
hate
know
him,
all
not
about
be-
that, don't you?
They made us hate him not because he was a heel,
Ace
but because
Miles.
You're drinking out of a purple McDonald's cup. Get out of here.
haters
Good
gonna
cup.
hate.
Kind of looks like you.
Man, you know what I'm
Stupid
talking
and
to you
all
like that?
Bruised up when I'm done with you.
Yeah, that's right. You've lost every single time we faced.
Never beaten me in a tag team match.
It doesn't matter in a tag team match. One-on-one's where it's at.
I hate you.
All tag teams don't matter. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Hey, the Wet Dream is the greatest tag team.
You guys still tagging?
Yeah.
Primo
Aaron's,
and
just,
Epic
Aaron's
though,
hurt.
man.
Aaron's hurt.
He did something to his knee.
Didn't he hurt it at the ASL show too? Was that his knee that he messed up?
Yeah, I
His-
heard he had to get off of him.
His
for once, right?
knee has been...
I felt bad for him.
He when he was a collegiate wrestler, I believe he did something to his knee, and every so often in professional wrestling, he agitates it. I believe, and he tore something around his meniscus or something. I don't know, but he can. We had a match in Indiana like a month ago, and he could barely walk after.
So he hasn't wrestled since then?
No, he's supposed to be. He's coming back in June, I believe, like late June, mid-late June.
All right. Well, speedy
He
recovery.
might show up in the Glass City Rumble. We never know.
What day is that? The Glass City Rumble.
June 8th.
June 8th. Is that the next big show then? That's coming up here in
For
what,
NOW.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
I won't be in attendance.
You won't be in attendance for the Rumble.
No.
Can
I
I go
have
in?
prior obligations in Southern Ohio that day for Southern Ohio Wrestling.
They must have not been booking you to win, so you're like, I'm not doing it. Right?
I am in a program with Shark Boy down there.
Oh, nice. The actual Shark Boy?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Oh,
you know
man,
what? I think
Taylor
you should
Lautner?
definitely do that.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. We got one match left. Wait, who did you say, Anthony, for the Kofi KO?
KO.
Wow.
I kind of was the one that started that
Yeah.
conversation.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, as good as I am with Kofi being
Yeah.
champion, like, finally, all kinds of stuff, you know, I can't really, I'm over it.
All right.
I'm over it from, like, not even like an already, like, it's him, it's his quality. Like, if he could drop it and regain, whatever, I don't care. But tonight, it's toast for me.
Plus, like, kind of because his championship, it's like, boom. It's
Right.
better to see Kofi climbing.
Right.
Well,
and
that's the
that
thing.
was
It's the
that-
chase. A lot
right,
of times
it was
it's the chase.
It's the chase. Like, all right, oh shoot, unplug myself. No, he's got it, but you got to maintain, and he can't. I don't think he's that maintaining face for that right now.
All right. I'm still going Kofi. Everybody else is going KO.
Because what would it
Okay.
be? What is it? What's the next one? When's SummerSlam? Is that August?
Typically,
It's always in August.
Yeah. So this is the May show though. Damn it.
so we got May, and then we got the Saudi show is in like what 2
which
weeks,
is non-canon.
and then they're doing what is it? Stomping Ground is the next pay-per-view,
Is it really?
and then Extreme Rules.
Stomping Ground?
That's a new one. Yeah, Stomping Ground is going to be sometime in June. I think the end of June.
I bet Seth Rollins hits a curb
July
stomp
is Extreme Rules.
there. Yeah.
I just imagine like
So
a
that means
prison yard.
rolling into that with what
Stomp the
Sam
Yard
just
is
said.
what it's called.
Oh God!
is that with Rollins doing curb stomps.
Yeah,
You know that it could be where he regains his title.
maybe.
So I think Styles takes it today.
I want Styles to win it because I think Styles is amazing and I want the success for them all. But I think it's gonna be like a double count out or something where the title doesn't change, nor do they both lose or win or lose.
Yeah, because I really don't.
I
It's a
think-
very WWE thing to do.
I think they're going to keep this storyline going on until SummerSlam.
I agree that it'll probably go on. I think we see an AJ heel turn along the lines of what happened with Shinsuke.
Ooh,
We're gonna do some nut kicks.
with Bullet Club.
Maybe Gallows and Anderson I think are on SmackDown now.
They can jump over. This is like
Or no, they were on SmackDown now. I don't know. No, they're back on. They're on Raw now. They did like a 3 weeks later Superstars shakeup back to Raw.
yeah.
That would be cool. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're leaving. The Good Brothers are leaving at the end of the year when their contract's up. So I don't see them putting them in any high-profile storyline.
Yeah.
But that would be sweet.
I think Rollins over clean as a whistle.
I'm going
but
Rollins as well.
Styles gets mean.
He gets pissed that he bettered him.
He gets mean. Phenomenal forearms and right in the dinger.
What?
In the dinger? In the
Right
buoy?
dinger. Right in his little bobber.
Right in the bobber.
Yep, right in the old meat and two veg.
All right. Do we see a cash-in this match?
No.
No?
Ooh.
No.
Nah.
I think the men's Money in the Bank is going to be held for a little while so it can mean more and build someone up.
It's a good story piece.
Was it last year? Was cashed in immediately?
Nope. Baron had it Strowman had it for a couple months.
Oh,
He was stupid.
And then he
Announced it
Had to
and
give
then
it up.
he
Yeah, I don't
lost the
need to
match
surprise
in a
you.
no contest. It was a no contest finish to his match that he cashed in on.
That was dumb.
I would have liked if they gave him a suitcase instead of a briefcase.
That's just a waste of a Money in the Bank. 'Cause
Right.
there's-
So that's why I think we gotta somebody's got to get it and hold
Make
on
it
to
mean something.
And I can see Andrade doing that.
Well, I feel like they have to pump the brakes a little bit every couple years. You can't have it a guarantee win every time.
Doesn't even have to be the wins. It's how they're doing it still.
Yeah.
Like it feels like everything's getting thrown away. Like the women's had their first one and it was tarnished by a dude getting involved. Then TNA's doing shit like that right now. The knockouts. That's a different story or whatever.
Yeah, it's
I don't care. We know what it is.
Yeah.
Then you had what was it? Alexa got it, and it was like same night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
She
That
cashed it
night.
in that night, which means we probably won't see it cashed in tonight, I don't think, because they did it a year ago. They like to
Right.
mix it up.
And then they did that whole thing with the men's, and when Dean got it, and
That was cool though. I
So,
like that. The Shield. All
I
three
think that
Shield
was my
held it.
favorite cash in that I can remember is the night that Dean won it, and then in the main event you had Seth versus Roman. Roman was champion. Seth beat him for the belt, and then Dean, he was standing there, said he was going to cash in, and whoever won, he cashed in and then won, and then all three Shield members won the title.
I don't know if that's
held the title.
one of my favorites. I think my two favorites are the
Ziggler.
Dolphs, and then I like Seth Rollins. I don't know. Seth Rollins was
Seth,
just
yes, at WrestleMania that was really good as well.
as good. I mean, you can't even disagree that Dolphs wasn't sweet. So I don't know why you're laughing over there.
I'm just laughing because like you like these good wrestlers and you suck so much.
That's why you.
Why don't you ever do the
hang on,
zigzag?
if I suck, then what does that make you? Because I beat you every time. Every time.
More prepared is what you
Terrible.
are. You're more prepared than him.
I
You're not better.
Every single match you've cheated.
haven't.
Every single one. The last match, when the fans weren't looking, you stabbed me with a pocket knife. And then you speared me through a table. I got stitches, bro.
Didn't you
Where?
get him drunk to cheat him out of the ASL
I didn't
Road
cheat.
to
I was
Glory?
just using resources.
You
You-
made him get drunk so that you could pin him.
We started the match he presented a gift of rum to me, and then he pulled a hot Cosby and just got me wasted.
What?
And flipped me over and pinned me in the ring. And then, of course, I had to make an ass out of myself and tried to fight security because I was fine. Then I drove home. But
I don't remember ever hearing that term that you just used.
What, a hot Cosby?
Is that a new...
Nah, man, it's a hot Cosby. It's been going on for years. Watch CNN.
Watch CNN. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching. What a great way to wrap up the show here with the hot Cosby comment.
If I may.
You may. We're not gonna go home right this second.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, do you want to plug something or what's?
Oh, I'm plugging all of it.
All right, plug it up.
All right, if you see this here, this is an old Big Fish Rembowski t-shirt. If you look on my new Facebook page, which you can like, which is Big Fish Rembowski, it's a likable page. I'm sharing new things from my new Teespring store where you can actually buy old Big Fish merch that you can't get anymore.
Ooh.
Also, the Baby Shark shirts. Biggins. Big old biggins. Listen to me right now. I got 2X through 4X left. All profits and proceeds go to a charity called Cast for Kids. It takes children with special needs out on fishing trips all over the country. They did 69 events last year, trying to do more this year. We're building towards a $400 donation for this run of t-shirts. Going to sponsor about 7 or 8 kids to go on a trip. In the local area, check out Northwest Ohio Wrestling in Toledo. Check out MPWA Wrestling in Monroe. Check out Extreme Chaos Wrestling also in Toledo. And also, for the last thing, because I have been looking at your face this whole podcast, whatever booker, whatever promoter is listening to this show, I challenge Sam Beale to a bait shop brawl at whatever show. I'm going to slam him into a pile of fishing lures. I'm going to wrap a net around his neck, and I'm going to twist his head off.
And still lose.
Wow.
Oh, and I also want to plug a show
that
I'm excited for Fight for Fremont 3, I believe it is. June
Fight
20,
for Fremont.
20
That's somewhat local.
second.
Yep.
Yeah, it's down in Fremont. It's
They do it in the
40
center
minutes.
of town, right?
Center on the road.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep, they close out the road. It's pretty it's exciting. Actually, the Natural Aces are going to be in a TLC match for the LPW Tag Team Championship.
Nice. Do you know the other teams that are in that match?
It's the Westview Connection. They're the champions. So.
And
Nice. It's just
it's just them?
Not
just
yet.
Oh, it is
just a one team.
Yeah, it's just them right now.
Is it going to be a multi-team though?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, no.
That'll be
Also,
fun.
on that show, I'll be facing Caleb Stills in a bait shop brawl.
Man, you're just the king of the bait shop brawl, huh?
Wow,
my
gimmick matches
match, bro.
that you set up and must lose. I mean,
Yeah, loses a lot of them. He loses a lot of his matches.
You know
Hey,
what?
did you win yesterday?
Wow.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
He won over some fans is what he won.
yeah, like as in like crowd surfed the fuck out of the venue.
I'm like Spike Dudley, bruh.
More like spunk.
All right. Do we have anything else you guys wanted to plug? Anything coming up that we maybe have not mentioned? No?
No.
We are not doing Running the Bank at the Beer Stoop tonight, unfortunately. So no free show this month. I believe we'll be back maybe for SummerSlam. So, I mean, that's a couple months away, but that's the next real big show. If you're not doing anything tonight and you still want to go to the Beer Stoop, they are actually having like a little music festival at the Beer Stoop today. It's called Cat Fest. It's to raise money for domestic violence sufferers. There's like a charity for that. So it's in honor of a woman named Cat. It's not actually a cat festival.
I was gonna say, do they just have a bunch of cats like walking around?
No.
meowing?
The woman's name was Cat. She passed away, unfortunately.
Oh, that's terrible.
But this is like a thing for her. So they're raising money for to raise awareness around domestic violence. So that goes all day today until midnight. So if you're in the area and you want to catch some free music and maybe donate a little bit of money, you can do that at Cat Fest. So other than that, did you have anything you want to talk about real quick, Ajax, before we skedoodle?
No, I'm good. I got it.
All right. Well, one last thing. The next Saturday is, I think it's next Saturday. It might be next Sunday. The 25th is Double or Nothing. I don't know if we're going to do a special show for that, but maybe we'll be back next week. If not, we'll see you guys next month for the next pay-per-view. I've been Heel Corey. We got BT Jackson, Big Fish, Sam. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Joe on the ones and twos over here. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, this is Joe, producer of Audio Suplex Live. We'd like to give a shout out to the band Wax for intro and outro music. Make sure you check them out at the link below.
You've been listening to the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.